Hello and welcome. My name is Miss Kelsey and I'm a movement artist.
And my name is Miss Sasha and I'm a visual artist.
Today we are looking at litter. And what are some things we can do to get rid of that litter individually, and how can we be inspired by it artistically? This video is part of the Acadiana Center for the Arts online series, Virtual Art Studio, where teaching artists present lessons in visual art, dance, music, and more that you can enjoy from anywhere. In movement art, we always start with a warm-up. We have to warm up our bodies and our muscles so that we don't get hurt. So you can come on down to the floor in front of your desk or behind your chair and go ahead and put your head in the wave. I like to do this to just calm my nerves and start to move my body slowly so it gets a little bit warmer. Now put your shoulders in the wave. Just keep moving slowly, not too fast. We want to ease into this warm-up. Now I'm going to put my tummy in the wave. Whoa. We're just moving slowly, waking up your muscles and your bones. Nice job. Put those hands in the wave. Finding all of my joints and ligaments moving together. Very nice. Now arms join the wave. It's getting a little bit bigger as we move. Very nice. Now I'm going to be really small, and we're going to slowly stand up as slow as you can. Reach all the way to the ceiling. And arms down. We're going to do those same moves, but a little bit bigger now that we're standing. Put your head in the wave. Keep it slow and smooth. Put those shoulders in, waves getting bigger. Stomach in the wave. How big can you move? Put those legs in the wave. And we're finding muscles and things we didn't know were there. And freeze. In the wave. Big wave and freeze. Wave. And freeze. Wave. And freeze. Can you make the wave slower? But still big. Even slower. And now wave at your normal speed. Can you wave really fast? Whoa! We're thrashing through the coral reef. Freeze. A slow wave. This is me, maybe as a sea turtle, just swimming around in the waves. A fast wave! And freeze. Stand tall. Does your body feel nice and warm? Mine does. Now we're talking about shapes. Shapes like you know, like a circle. Make a circle with your hands. Now this is a geometric shape. Make a circle with two arms. Make a circle with one arm, two legs, kind of like a circle. Can you make a circle with your whole body? Think about it first. Stand tall. Let me see your whole body circle. Go. Nice job, guys. Another shape. Triangle. Can you make a triangle with two hands? Two arms. One arm. Other arm. Two legs. Can you make a whole body triangle? This is my whole body triangle. And we'll do one more geometric shape. A square. Two hands. Flip just one. Put them together. A square. Now with your arms. Stack them. One hand goes down. One hand goes up. A square. Nice job. Can you make a square with two legs? Let's see. Oh, look at some of you figuring that out. Mine looks like a square. Can you make a whole body square? Look at you working and figuring that out. My whole body square looks like stand tall. Nice geometric shapes. Let's look for some litter inspiration. Now we see litter everywhere. Unfortunately, litter is just trash or things that didn't make it to where they were supposed to go. So they're kind of wandering around our planet and landfills or rivers, all kind of places. But for today's exercise, we're using some of that litter or trash to make shapes. Our first option, this styrofoam plate. Does this belong on the ground? Definitely not. If you see it, you must pick it up and put it where it goes, please. But for the purpose of making art, can you make the shape of this styrofoam plate? I see you, square people. Maybe like this. It could even open. What if I open it? Can you make this shape? Wow, look at those ideas. Imagine yourself a styrofoam plate. Nice job. Some more inspiration. This can. Lots of geometric shapes happening. A circle here, or a cylinder in 3D. Can you make the shape of this can? A can. You could even open it. Nice job. And our next example, a lid. What shape? Circle, of course. It's kind of hollow in the middle. The circle around. Can you make this shape? Nice job. Definitely. My lid looks like this. And our last geometric shape, this cardboard box. Does he belong on the ground? No, of course not. If you see it, you must pick it up and put it, where do I put it? In the road? No, oh, definitely not. In the regular trash can? You could, but it would be amazing if you put it in a recycling bin. There are lots of recycling bins specifically for cardboard because it's one of the most easily recycled materials. So, find a recycle bin, please. Let's make the shape of this box. Ah, look at your ideas. My box might look something like a box. You can close it and open it. Nice shapes, friends. You can find inspiration everywhere for movement.
Hey kids, it's Miss Sasha here to talk to you about geometric shapes. Miss Kelsey helped us to move shapes with our body and find some maybe not so cool things in our nature that we don't want to keep around, right? Things like trash. Whenever you go on a little hike or you're walking through your neighborhood and you find these things on the ground, they're not pretty. They're not good for us to see, right? We want to pick these things up. We want to help to keep our land and our environment nice and pretty. So we have to pick up these pieces of trash and throw them away. But I'm always looking for shapes, and when I see things on the ground, I kind of think of them as art projects. So let's start with our geometric shapes. Geometric shapes are things you talk about all the time in math. They're those circles, squares, triangles, rectangles, ovals, hearts, those things that you can see around all the time. You can identify these shapes. So let's identify this shape. What is that? That's a circle, right? It's got some dimension to it. It's not just a plain old circle, but it is round, which makes it a circle. We can identify that shape, right? So on our little piece of paper, let's go ahead with a crayon and maybe draw some circles, right? You can draw a nice big circle. Maybe a circle inside of a circle. Could be a donut, could be a button, could be a tire. Circles are all around, right? Oh, how about circles in a circle? That could be a necklace, right? A beautiful necklace. All right, how about, let's see, how about a very big circle and a half of the circle next to it? Could be whatever you want it to be, a chain, you're linking it together. But we use this trash for our inspiration. You might see circles all the time. Look, here's a little cat. Here's a littler cat. What am I going to do with this trash? Am I going to throw it back on the ground? Absolutely not. I'm going to throw it in the trash can or the recycle bin, right? Or I can make some art out of it. I can make a Christmas ornament out of this one. Let's move on to this shape, this geometric shape. It is a triangle? I don't think so. That's a rectangle, right? So here we go. Let's make some some square shapes, silly me. Could be a rectangle if I opened it. Why? Oh, it's so noisy. Styrofoam never goes away. So if you throw it on the ground, it's going to always be there for years to come. Let's go ahead and draw this square. A square inside of a square. Little squares. Maybe I'm making a keyboard, right? I like squares. They're easy. They're all the same size. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 equal sides. I like a good square. You can make houses out of squares, lots of things out of squares. You can add squares to circles and build things, easy. Let's take this, I know it's a crumpled up can, but look at this little triangle in this can. Still a geometric shape, but on a can, right? This can be recycled. Let's go ahead and draw a few little triangles. Triangles inside of triangles. There you go. This is all practicing drawing our geometric shapes. Miss Kelsey moved them with her body. We practiced drawing them. You can take what she taught you and what I taught you and make a nice art project or practice moving and waking your body up with shapes.
Now, geometric shapes are shapes that you already knew, like circles, triangles, cylinders, you know, lines and such. More exciting, my personal favorite, is abstract or organic shapes. But what does that mean? Abstract? Organic? Well, it's honestly kind of hard to explain because they're just made up. They're things that don't look like things that we already know. These are brand new ideas or interesting made-up shapes. So let's make some with our body. I like to call these fantastic shapes. Can you say fantastic shapes? Yes, fantastic shapes are three things. Show me your number one. Good. Number one, fantastic shapes use your whole body. Is this my whole body? No. Is this my whole body? No. How about this? Definitely not. Is this my whole body? Yeah, you try. Stand tall. Nice. Number two. Fantastic shapes are shapes you've never seen before. New, made-up ideas. Is a circle fantastic? No. Boring. Heart? No. Square. How about this shape? Totally fantastic. Stand tall. Number three. Fantastic shapes do not look like your friends' shapes. Do you copy your friends? No, you want your own individual organic shape. Like this. Nice job. Now, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to think of three fantastic shapes. Also abstract and organic, made up shapes you've never seen before. You can practice now. I'm just making shapes. Your shapes should definitely be different than mine. Great job. Let's head on over to that trash pile for some inspiration for abstract and organic shapes. First, a trash bag or a grocery shopping bag. Tons of these everywhere. Quick note, what could we do to reduce the number of these plastic bags? Oh yes, they have reusable grocery bags made out of cloth or fabric. You just bring them to the store with you and they fill them with your groceries. So we don't even need these guys. Except for today, for inspiration. Let's take a look. Lots of movement. I see curves, angles. Can you try to make the shape of this plastic bag? Nice! My plastic bag shape looks like this. Great! Next, a sad, crumpled can. These last a very long time in the environment if they end up in the wrong place. They're also very commonly collected to recycle. There's usually a whole collection of them. Sometimes you can even bring them to places and they'll give you money for these cans. Not a lot, maybe a penny, but you could find a lot and make like $1 or something, you know? So let's make the shape of this can. Nice job, guys. My shape. Looks like this. Great. Our next abstract shape is this piece of rope. You'll commonly find random strings or ropes just laying around in the grass. Is that where they go? No! You must pick it up. Where do I put it? This likely goes in a regular trash can. There's not a lot of common recycling programs for string and rope. So just throw it in the trash. Except for today, we're making the shape. Can you make this shape? Very interesting, very abstract. My rope shape looks like this. Nice, guys. And one more abstract shape, a paper. A crumpled up paper, probably the most commonly found. I always see receipts in parking lots or random papers that just get blown away by the wind. And I always pick them up no matter where I am so that I don't see them outside or in the waterways later. Just pick it up. Can you make the shape of this crumpled up paper? Very creative, nicely done. My paper shape looks like this. Great shapes.
Hey guys, it's Miss Sasha here to talk to you about some organic shapes. Miss Kelsey moved her body in an organic way and made shapes, all with her body. Kind of weird shapes we can't identify. Those are called organic shapes. So we're going to practice drawing a few organic shapes on our paper. Just another piece of paper and maybe a different colored crayon. Works for me. So organic shapes are shapes we can't really give a name to, right? Like, let's say a leaf. You can find a leaf in nature, and it's a leaf shape, but there's tons of leaf shapes. So even if I draw a leaf shape on my paper like this, it's really not a shape. That's not an oval, a triangle, or a square. It's a leaf shape. Here's another one, using maybe wavy lines. What's that shape called? Triangle? No, it's a leaf shape. I want to show you this piece of crumbled up paper. Miss Kelsey showed you how to move this, make a shape of organic shape of crumbled paper. If I was going to draw this crumbled paper shape, I might draw it like this. What's it called? I'm going to call it a snickerdoodle shape. That's the name I'm going to give it. How about this can? It's a tin can, something that can certainly be recycled. Just like this paper, right? We don't want to leave this on the ground. Here is an organic shape. Whoa, not so easy to draw. Why don't you go ahead on your paper and draw a few shapes that aren't real shapes, they're organic shapes, and you can give them whatever name you want. Snallywalkus, spiral noodle, whatever you want, right? And these are just shapes that come from your head, all right? So go ahead on your paper and practice these silly shapes. Look for silly shapes in your environment and build silly shapes with your body. These are organic shapes.
Now we're talking about non-locomotor movement. Can you say non-locomotor movement? Great. Non-locomotor movement is movement that you can do in one place. Your body is moving, but you're staying in one spot. Like this. Everybody wiggle just your nose. Wiggle just your head with no sound. With no sound, wiggle one shoulder, two shoulders, fingers, hips, knees, toes. With no sound, wiggle your whole body. Freeze. Wiggle. Freeze. Great. My next non-locomotor movement word is sway. Can you sway your head side to side? Great. Sway your shoulders side to side. Sway your hips side to side. Knees. Arms. Everybody say sway. Great. Arms by your side. Bounce your head up and down like this. Shoulders. Hands. Knees. Heels off the floor. Bouncing heels. Not jumping. Bouncing heels. Bouncing toes. Great. Everyone grow your arms to the ceiling. Melt just your fingers. Melt your arms. Melt your head. Shoulders. Spine. Knees. We're melting. Melting. Grow as slow as you can to the ceiling. Great. And my last non-locomotor movement word is spin. One spin. Freeze. Two spins. Great job. I'm moving my body, but all in one place. Thanks for creating with us today. Be sure to come back next week for a new virtual art studio.